Now, before we go, the genital mutilation of women is still a major African issue seeking governmental attention. In this next report, medical experts and an advocate speak about the dire consequences.
Female genital mutilation is an issue of global concern. It is an age-long tradition highly prevalent unwholesome practice, and 20 million of such women are in Nigeria. It is tagged female circumcision, but doctors say it is the mutilation of diverse parts of the female genitals, resulting in deep medical crisis that leaves nothing to be desired about the practice. For the medical implications of female genital mutilation, I headed for the hospital of a fertility expert, Dr. Joel Akonde, who did not hold back revelations on the subject matter.
Oh, doctor, thank you so much. Yeah. So I believe we can get going right away. Sure. Okay. So how's work been?
Very well. You're looking beautiful, I have to say.
Thank you. And you look very smart too, doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. Right. The sensitivity and this. Now, if you remove that, that means that the woman is completely deprived of the joy of being a woman. Now, the second part is that she could bleed to death.
Another doctor took the explanation further.
Most women come and complain about dyspareunia, which means like difficulty or painful sex. And it has destroyed some marriages. Women are left, single because of this situation.
There are myths surrounding female genital mutilation. It is culturally done in many parts of Nigeria. So, babies come under unsterilized knives and blades, and it is believed by those who engage in it to be a tool for curbing promiscuity. In some traditions, the practice is administered on women on the delivery bed, and some bleed to death.
The urethra, where the urine, your wee or your pee, if you like, where it comes through, is just underneath the clitoris. So you may affect that by removing the clitoris as well as the vulva. Therefore, you are introducing infection to the kidney. The other part is the fact that during childbirth, this woman will have considerable difficulty in having vaginal birth. So it might end up in cesarean section. I don't think any one of us pray for our women and men or daughters to have that.
Melanie Ishola is a journalist, filmmaker, and an advocate against female genital mutilation. She is also a survivor.
I found at 33 that I was mutilated, and that was quite shocking. It's shocking because I would consider myself somebody who was self-aware and all of that before that moment, and the venture into producing the documentary Don't Cut Her led to my discovery of the fact that the clitoris was lacking in my female genitalia. That's the external female genitalia. And upon discovery, I remember asking my mom, calling her to say, what really happened here? And so she says, oh yes, all of you were caught when you were young. We didn't know what we were doing. I apologize. We no longer do it. We're taught not to do it again. That made a lot of sense. But also because she owned up to what was done, I guess if I was looking for closure, I had it. I was 5 years married. And it's interesting that I've had a bit of struggle here and there with my sexual life, and without an answer to it, an answer to why a lot of times I am just not in the mood. And I remember my husband literally asking me when I said, you know what, I spoke to mom about this, and then he says, so what does it change for you? What does it bring to you? And I just said to him, empowered me to know the lifestyle changes that can enable me have better sexual gratification, ecstasy where that's concerned, and also to be able to speak up for other people, other girls who are even yet to be born, or those who are born who are at risk of being caught.
To have that.
Now, the question is, who will come to the rescue?
We need the law, the executives, as well as the legislators to act proactively to enact a law that criminalizes female genital mutilation. We need state phone centers and report physical office where people can actually go for report as a refuge that escape from the injuries that are about to be inflicted on the innocent souls.
Advocates against female genital mutilation are getting more aggressive in their campaigns because it has made many bedrooms and homes places of war instead of places of love. That's because after women get mutilated with ugly knives, they lose their ability to respond to sexual stimuli, making their husbands who are hungry for sexual attention aggressive.
Sexual and reproductive rights are fundamental human rights for women and girls, as they are also for men. To put this in perspective, the clitoris has 3 times the nerve endings of the penis. So you're talking of a part of the woman's external external reproductive organ that has over 8,000 nerve endings. I think that is gigantic, that is phenomenal, and essentially taking this away from the woman is robbing her of her fundamental right to reproductive health, to sexual health, and a host of other things.
The Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act, popularly known as the VAP Act, signed into law during the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan regime in 2015, has been domesticated by 34 states in Nigeria. Activists say mutilation of the human body is a violent act, and prosecution should be head off from now on the practice in very rapid dimensions. Human rights activists say Nigeria has reached a point where culture and traditions that promote sorrow, tears, and death should be done away with for the embrace of tendencies that promote unity and progress. Jacqueline Ogo, TVC News, Lagos.
And with that,